Hey guys, I'm Connor and welcome to Anime Beatdown. Now, as you've probably guessed by the title, this video is our favourite top 10 epic moments in One Piece. I'd like to point out that this video won't include epic moments from fight scenes. These moments will come in a future video as there are so many fight scenes deserving of the term epic. Now, before we go any further, please consider liking and sharing this video and subscribing to Anime Beatdown. Push that notification bell icon so you won't miss any new videos. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. At number 10, we have Luffy carries Sanji and Nami to the top of Drum Mountain. After Nami falls gravely unwell, looking like she will die at any moment, and Sanji gets wiped out by an avalanche, all responsibility falls to Luffy, who must carry Nami and Sanji as he climbs to the top of Drum Mountain and deliver his nakama to Dr. Kuriha. This scene then goes to show how far Luffy is willing to go for his friends. You see him try and fail as he fights tooth and nail to climb up to the top of this 5,000 metre tall mountain. He of course gets there in the end, but then unsurprisingly falls unconscious, body riddled with frostbite. This is one of the most underrated moments of One Piece. It's emotional, it's dramatic, definitely epic, and goes to show us the dedication the Straw Hats captain has for his nakama. In at number 9, Walk to Arlong Park. Now, this moment is epic for so many reasons. Upon realising she has been fooled and used by Arlong, Nami continually tries to push Luffy away and tells him to leave on multiple occasions in order to keep him from harm's way. She just doesn't believe she is worthy of his help or trust after using the Straw Hats to further her own gain. Feeling completely helpless, she succumbs to her emotions and tearfully asks Luffy for help in a last effort of desperation. She didn't have to ask twice. Luffy gives her his hat, which she knows he regards as his greatest treasure, turns to his crew and tells the crew to move it, to which they all immediately get to their feet. It is then that they proceed to walk the greatest walk to battle that has ever been seen in an anime. It is this scene that established One Piece as one of the greatest shonen of all time. The moment is made even greater by Johnny and Yosaku telling the villagers that some great men are on their way and they should burn their images into their eyes, as these 4 men will change the island's destiny forever. This scene is just completely badass and shows us that there is no favour too great to ask of your friends when you have the Straw Hats as your nakama. Number 8, Luffy orders Sogeking to shoot down the world government flag. This is one of many epic moments in the Enies Lobby arc. After being captured and returned to Enies Lobby to face her punishment as the sole survivor of the Ohara disaster, Robin stands in the Tower of Justice from where she spots Luffy and the rest of the crew ready to come after her. Wanted to keep them from harm's way, she tells her crewmates that she doesn't want to be saved on multiple occasions. Luffy understands her worry and concern and orders Usopp, dressed as Sogeking, to shoot down the government flag. He is as serious as he has ever been, and Usopp, feeling the same desire to save Robin, knows this. Sogeking shoots down the flag immediately, without fear, no questions asked. It is epic. Spandam and the rest of the Marines look on in terror as the Straw Hats declare war on the government. Number 7, Robin's I Want to Live moment. Following on from the Straw Hats lighting up the government flag and declaring the government their enemy, Robin instantly understands that these people she has been travelling with aren't like any other people she has met before. They won't harm her, betray her, or leave her out to dry. They will go to the ends of the world for her and declare war with the most powerful organisation in the world just to show her what she means to them. She is their nakama and no one will keep them apart. Robin is then overwhelmed with emotion and has flashbacks of when Saul told her that one day, without a doubt, you'll meet Nakama who will protect you. Then from the top of her lungs she screams, "I want to live, take me out to sea with you." It's the only confirmation and motivation the Straw Hats needed to go kick some ass. Such an incredible moment.
私も一緒に海へ連れてって。雷蔵殿はご無事です。
And in at number 6, Raizo is safe. There are themes of loyalty between Nakama portrayed throughout One Piece, and this epic moment shows the sheer loyalty of a people for their ally. After being tortured, suffering and being left for dead at the hands of Jack and the Beast Pirates, Nekomamushi and Unurashi and the rest of the Mink tribe are adamant that they do not know who this Raizo is they are looking for. Luckily for the Mink tribe, Chopper and the Straw Hats arrive to help them recover from their poisoning and injuries. Not long after this, Kinemon, Kanjuro and Momo show up. It's at this point, expecting the Minks and the Samurai to fight, that Inurashi declares Raizo is safe. It is easily one of the biggest shocks so far in the anime and deserving of a place in our top 10 epic moments.
Raizo殿はご無事です。
In at number 5, Luffy appears before the admirals at Marineford. This scene is another that we found to be absolutely epic due to the emotions and suspense that had been building towards this moment. Since finding out about his brother's execution in episode 416, way back in the Amazon Lily arc, saving Ace has been Luffy's one and only goal. This moment presented the closest Luffy had gotten to Ace so far. Coming up against wave upon wave of opponents and obstacles, Luffy had been pushed back by the Marines and found himself drowning, only to be saved by Jinbei. He then pleads with Jinbei for help as you see and feel his desperation. The next scene then shows Jinbei launching an attack over the encircling walls. We then see Luffy bursting from the water in front of the three admirals. It's completely awesome, and the admirals commend Luffy on his tenacity, but the most epic part comes from Luffy's point of view. He then shows zero fear in front of these three monsters as his eyes focus past the admirals and onto his brother, high above in the execution platform. This moment shows the level of both his desire and determination to save his brother. It's just straight up awesome. In at number 4, we have Luffy punches a celestial dragon. I know, a punch does sound like it may be a part of a fight scene, which we said we wouldn't mention in this video. However, it wasn't even a fight. This was more of a case of justice being served. You might argue that Bellamy was finished in one punch, but that guy was at least capable of defending himself. Whereas Charlos, the celestial scumbag, wasn't. The celestial dragons are considered godly, and you can't say a bad word against them. If one is to come to any harm, you would suffer the wrath of a marine admiral and an army of marines bearing down on you. Does Luffy care? Of course he doesn't. Hachi's speech, how Luffy glares at Charlos, and his walk up the steps with his clenched fist, and not forgetting the falcon punch that sends Charlos back into the manga. It was all epic.
空島はあるぜ。
Number 3, Blackbeard's speech to Luffy. Luffy was looking for a way to get to Sky Island and was laughed at and mocked by the newer generation of pirates because they believed it to be a mere legend. After being ridiculed and humiliated by Bellamy and his crew, Luffy meets Blackbeard, who gives him a speech about how people's dreams never end, implying that there really won't be an end to Luffy's journey until he is Pirate King. It is just awesome the way Blackbeard motivated Luffy, and to some extent us as viewers, to never give up on our dreams no matter what people say or how demotivating people can be towards us. We love it, it's epic.
人の夢は終わらねえ。
In the number 2 spot, Luffy shows respect for Katakuri. After a 12.5-hour slugfest with Katakuri, Luffy's greatest foe up until then finally admits defeat. He asks Luffy if he will be back to take down Big Mom one day, to which Luffy replies and says he will. Katakuri then proceeds to fall onto his back after losing a fight for the first time in his life. Luffy then does the unexpected. Knowing how ashamed Katakuri feels about the appearance of his mouth, Luffy uses his extra trilby hat he had been wearing to cover Katakuri's face. Luffy is returning the respect and honour that Katakuri showed him during their fight. If you remember, Katakuri chose to injure himself to even the playing field after finding out that his sister had meddled with the fight and had caused Luffy an injury. This mutual respect for each other makes this moment an epic and memorable one.
随分未来を見てやがる。 何もなかった。
And coming in at number 1, Zoro's Nothing Happened. By far one of our favourite moments in all of the anime so far. This moment screams badass. After defeating Moria, the Straw Hats are battered and bruised from the fight, but happy it's over. Things turn sour fast as Kuma shows up with orders from the government to leave no survivors. He uses one of his attacks to wipe out the other pirates and leave the Straw Hats unconscious. As Kuma moves in to end Luffy, Zoro intercepts with an attack which does little to damage the half-man half-cyborg Kuma. Realising he has no chance of winning, Zoro then pleads with Kuma to spare his captain's life and take his instead. Now it doesn't go as smoothly as this, as Sanji wakes and tries to interrupt. Zoro, knowing the danger they are all in, knocks out Sanji to keep him safe and out of harm's way. Kuma agrees with Zoro but insists that Zoro must experience hell, which he describes as all the pain Luffy is carrying from his battle with Moria. He explains to Zoro that in his current state he won't survive this experience, and without a moment's thought, Zoro plunges his arms into the anguish and suffering. The next scene we see is of the Straw Hats waking up and realising Kuma is gone. Sanji comes to and panics as he looks for Zoro. He rushes off, scanning the rubble, and eventually spots him standing in the distance with his arms crossed. As he then gets closer, Sanji then realises Zoro is dripping with blood and the ground around him is also stained red. Sanji is shocked and asks what happened, to which Zoro, who is barely hanging on to life, replies that nothing happened. We are certain that no one can disagree that this is one of, if not the most epic moments in One Piece so far.
何も
So there you have it, folks. That's it for our top 10 epic moments from One Piece. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, this is Connor from Anime Beatdown signing off.